Well, hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be something I've been thinking about doing for a really long time, but then I always like mix up what I want to do. So there might be a part 2 of this too, because I'm sure other things will come to mind. But today we're talking about discontinued eyeshadow palettes that I think should come back. Things that I feel like had kind of a short run or should just come back as a permanent item. So that's what we're gonna do today. I love talking about eyeshadow palettes. I know you guys like these type of videos, so please give me a thumbs up on this one. Also, this is the first video on my channel from now on where you're not gonna see the likes and dislikes of things, because I feel like a lot of people feed off negativity by like thumbing down something. It doesn't hurt me in any way. It actually helps, you know, interaction and stuff. But I feel like giving people the power to be like, ooh, I don't like this thing, was dumb in the first place. So I went ahead and disabled them for future videos. So I know a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people are going to ask me why you can't see them. But from now on, I just don't want people to be inviting negativity in my space. So today we're going to talk about discontinued eyeshadow palettes, and let's get started. Okay, so a couple of these things are like, this brand, I have 2 palettes that I want to come back from, because certain brands discontinue stuff all the time, and it's a little frustrating because you can't get your hands on them anymore. So firstly, let's talk about Melt Cosmetics, who is always discontinuing their coolest stuff. So firstly, the first palette I would like brought back is the Vita palette. So this was a limited edition holiday set. It was 2 of them. So my first 2 out of my 10 palettes are the Muerte and Vita palettes. So this one is the Vita one. It is the one I have. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. I really love this red shade in here because I don't really have a red like that that's more pinky based but still very actually red in my collection. So I think it's really cute. I love the greens in here. I love the oranges. The browns are really nice. Like, there's nothing about this that I don't love. I mean, I don't use the red constantly, but it's a really great shade to have in my collection. And the quality of this palette is absolutely phenomenal. Now, Melt is one of those hit or miss kind of brands where they do have really good stuff and then they have stuff that really just flops for me as far as quality goes, because every time they release something it looks beautiful, but sometimes the quality is just not there. This collection is so pretty. I've seen so many good things about the Muerte one too. So the Vita one I love. I would love to get my hands on the Muerte palette, which looks like this. It has reds, kind of a pinkier base red, a cream shade, blues, and then those greens and like a turquoisey aqua green that's like really beautiful. And like something about this looks so pretty, and all the reviews of it were absolutely phenomenal, except at the time I couldn't afford it. Someone gifted me this one, so I'm really grateful for that. And now they're selling online for like $400. That's what they're asking for. I don't think people are actually buying them for that price, but like this would be a great collection to bring up like permanently, or at least for another holiday run. I think it'd be absolutely fantastic. It's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Also, from Melt Cosmetics, we have 3 Melt palettes in this video that I think should be brought back, is the Beetlejuice collection. Now, the red and grayscale one is so pretty, but again, you can't get your hands on it anymore. So I'm just going to say both these collections in general. The Muerte and Vita collection, Day of the Dead collection, and the Beetlejuice collection from Melt. So here is the recently deceased palette. This one is the green and like purple one that I think should come back as well. So here it is. It is so pretty. I'm not the biggest user in the world of purple eyeshadows, but the top row with the greens and the goldy yellow shades are absolutely phenomenal. And then I would love to see the red and grayscale one come back too, which is one they promoted more on their social media during this time, and people didn't really get a good look at because they were always kind of like a hidden view of it, but they kept promoting it anyway. So I would love to see that one come back too. Like, these collections, Melt, what are you doing? Like, you came out with the 420 palette, which was absolutely chef's kiss beautiful, stunning, and then the quality wasn't there, but then you come out with these amazing quality palettes and discontinue them. So I don't know what that's about, but I have feelings towards you, but aesthetically the brand's everything. Next up, a palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I think we all know it's gonna be in this video because I love this palette so much, except the packaging is bulky and the packaging's not it, but the color scheme, the quality is absolutely phenomenal, and this is like the only palette he ever discontinued. It's the Alien palette from Jeffree Star. I'm never getting rid of this thing, you guys. So I don't like this packaging being like plasticky, big, bulky eyes. You can't set anything on top of it. And then this is like super loosey-goosey, not practical at all. And then the shape of the palette is just weird too. But the quality and the shade selection, this is such a beautiful palette. Like, I love this shimmer. I love this one because it has like different duochromes to it. It has goldy yellowy shades, which I adore. It also has like darker shades for like a grungier look, and then neutrals and pops of green. So it has everything I've ever needed in it, except I don't care for the purple, or I don't really care for this shade right here. But like, it's so good. Like, the quality is so good and the color scheme is everything. Like, people really like these tones these days. It's a lot of cool tones with pops of color too that like are so appealing. It's just the packaging is not it. The packaging's not this whole situation where it just wants to slide around all loose, not it, but the quality is so good. He should re-release this in different packaging, like a nice square palette with like maybe, you know, alien themes on it still, just like something different. All right, next up is from Collidos Makeup. Collidos Makeup makes amazing eyeshadow palettes, and this was their first ever one, but has been discontinued because they say they can't make the pigment used anymore for it, which like there has to be some other thing you can do to make it come back. And this is the Deep Sea Luster eyeshadow palette. This, you guys, I will never declutter either because this I don't use it quite often because I'm scared I'll use it like too much, and I don't like wearing it on camera because I feel like you guys can't get it and it's just like sad, you know? Like I don't want to bum you guys out where I'm like, oh, I love this eyeshadow you're wearing, but you can't get it, you know? So this palette, now the mattes are fine. They've really improved their matte formula since then. They're fine. They still work and everything. It is the shimmers in this palette. I'm gonna swatch one for you. Which one should I do? Let's do Twilight Zone because I love that show. But these shimmers are the most amazing in the world. People always compare them to like Collidos cosmetics and stuff, but like it's so many different colors. Like I don't know if you can tell, but on my finger it's like 5 different colors in here. It swatches out so beautifully just from one little like touch in the pan. It is stunning. Something about the shimmers from Collidos are always fantastic, but this palette in particular are so pretty. Now I wish there were more again like yellowy shades and stuff. They have other palettes that have more colors that match my color scheme and my personal preference more, but the quality, like, beautiful. Can we make this happen again, please? I don't know where you got this limited edition or limited amounts of pigment for this stuff, but I need it. I need it again. All right, so next up, let's talk about Kat Von D, which was then KVD Vegan Beauty and is now just KVD Beauty. It's had a lot of different iterations, but what I think would be really great for this band, since they do own all of the everything behind it, they own all the packaging, they own everything they've ever created. Now that the brand has been bought out from Kat Von D, I think they should bring back her original palettes, like the Saint Anne Center palette, which was absolutely stunning. Now this wasn't a palette I got a lot of use out of because the colors seemed kind of random to me, but the packaging and aesthetic were absolutely everything I've ever wanted in life. So I think they should bring back some of the old school palettes like Saint and Center or Pastel Goth. I feel like that'd be a really great step in the right direction for them, especially since they are doing tattoo inspired beauty now. That's what they focus their brand around, and this again has tattoo artwork, tattoo culture kind of vibes to it, and I absolutely love it, and I think it's so pretty. And I feel like with the new formulas now, since eyeshadow has progressed in a better way in the last few years, like new formula, same colors would be so good, you know? I think that'd be great. Like I feel like I want to make a whole video on like what I would do as like a makeup lover, enthusiast, beauty YouTuber, whatever you want to call me, like how I would rebrand a brand that I feel like isn't doing as well as they could. So I feel like I should make a video on like how I would rebrand KVD Beauty, because I feel like they're stepping in the right direction. There's still things I would change about it. And old school Kat Von D palettes looked stunning. Next up is from Colourpop. Now Colourpop has a lot of palettes that look the same, right? But this is one that I loved. I did declutter because I have these shades in other palettes, especially more high-end palettes and stuff. But this originally was called the Smoke Show palette. Then it was renamed to the Blow and Smoke palette because Colored Rain, a different brand, owned the rights to the name Smoke Show for eyeshadow palettes. So they renamed it Blowing Smoke, but it has now been discontinued and not restocked in any of their latest restocks. So the Blow and Smoke palette was a 9-pan little plastic palette. They have all these monotone palettes, and this was their gray black one, and it was so pretty. The quality was there. It was really pretty. I mean, of course, I would like a bigger grayscale palette with more cool tone neutral shades and like browns, not just grays and blacks in it personally, as like an expanded version of this. But like for $14, this was a really cute palette and a really cute moment that a lot of people didn't have in their collection. A lot of people don't have like a grayscale palette, and it's been discontinued, so I would love to see that come back as well. Alright, next up, let's talk about Urban Decay. I have 2 Urban Decay palettes that I would like to see brought back to life. And the first one I'm biased by, so I mean, I guess this isn't technically necessary, but it is for me. And like this should be like a whole range of stuff, or she can come out with her own makeup line for like beautiful flawless skin and stuff and anti-aging things. So I would love to see the Gwen Stefani collection come back with Urban Decay, okay? It's just, I love her so much. And I love the packaging inspired by the Bathwater music video from No Doubt back in the day. I think that's just so thorough and beautiful and a, you know, really great reasoning behind it. I also really love the eyeshadow palette. It's super neutral with like a couple little random pops of color down here. But to me, these neutrals are lovely. I mean, of course, a lot of the shades are pretty similar as far as like the neutrally light shades go, but it's really easy to work with. I love the theme. I feel like Gwen Stefani is known for her looks, so it makes sense, and I am biased, so I really want to see it back because I would love a new one, you know? Also, if I run out of that one or I hit pan on something, I can get another one, which sucks. Or I guess I can like buy it off Poshmark, but I don't know if I'll find a new one again, you know? And also from Urban Decay, one thing I would like to bring back, because I did buy this twice. Like I bought it, decluttered it, and bought it again because it's one of those palettes that's like really intriguing, and I feel like a lot of people would really like it. If they brought it back, it would still sell really well. Maybe just not for like $45 price, bring it down to like 30. I think people would really enjoy it, especially like people like grungier colors now. So this is the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. I almost said Colourpop. I talk about Colourpop too much, but the Urban Decay Born to Run palette has a bunch of different mixes of neutral shades as well as really dark like blue tones, kind of a greeny tone, pinks, purples. They have a good mix in here. I feel like it's a good mix that people could use every single day, do a workday look, or use the same palette, add a little bit of color for their nighttime vibes. So I feel like this is a really great palette. I love the packaging for this. It was very heavy, very luxurious, but also sleek, compact, not too bulky. So I feel like it was a really good option that they just kind of chopped at the feet, ankles. Chopped the ankles. Is that a thing people say? And lastly, this palette is not discontinued yet, so I saved it for last, but it was said in his original announcement video last year that like once it's sold out and it's gone forever. But I don't like that, and I don't want that to happen to us. So I'm gonna mention it. So this is the Moonspell palette from Leonard Beauty. It is so pretty. It is so beautiful. It's like a little booky. It's like a little spell book, witch book moment. I absolutely love this palette. I think it's so cute. It's not my everyday color scheme, but the aesthetic is everything, and I feel like we need more progressive packaging themes, artwork, and more darker themed things, because I feel like I need that in my life, and a lot of us do. And this palette apparently is sold pretty well, but like, don't discontinue it. The greens are so pretty. I don't really use the pinks or purples in here, but the browns and the greens are so cute. Like, here, I'll swatch one. Here is Mary, Hocus Pocus inspired shadow. It's so cute. Like, it's a cute little grungy moment. It's nothing like revolutionary, but it has cute little reflex of green, then has gold little glitters in it, and like kind of a champagne tone to it too. So it's cute, and I don't want it discontinued because it's gorgeous. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking about eyeshadow. I love doing it. Honestly, if I could bring any two palettes back, it would be these two. I'm just gonna say it. Also, the Muerte palette I really want from Melt Cosmetics. Also, like, one I personally want, but I don't feel like would make any sense to bring back is the Trixie in collaboration with Sugar Pill palette, like the Trixie Mattel palette. I need my hands on that, but I can't find it anywhere. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know a palette you wish would come back from the dead down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Have a great day.